Hi everyone. In this video, we show how to run a multivariate Probit model using the graphical user interface and the dataset provided in the GitHub repository. In this example, we use simulated data to illustrate how the model works. First, go to the Multivariate section and click on Multivariate Probit. Then click on Browse and select the dataset named 24sim.multprobit.csv from the datasim folder. Once it loads, set the number of MCMC iterations, along with the burn-in size and the thinning parameter. You will also see a preview of the data and all included variables. The dataset should be organized as follows. First, the unit identifier repeated according to the number of binary responses in the multivariate Probit model. Second, the dependent variable coded as 0 or 1. And third, the set of regressors, including a column of ones for the intercept if required. After that, specify the number of individuals, which is 5,000 in this example. The number of exogenous variables, which is 4, including the intercept. And the number of binary choices, which is 2 in this case. You can then modify the prior mean and the variance-covariance matrix of the location parameters for each binary choice. You can also set the degrees of freedom for the inverse Wishart distribution, along with the scale matrix of the stochastic errors. Once these settings are defined, click Go. The app will generate posterior summaries of the model parameters. Since we are using simulated data, you can compare the estimated coefficients with the true values from the data generating process, which are available in the file 24sim.multivariate.r. First, you will see the summary of the posterior draws for the location parameters. The coefficients for the first equation are labeled with 1, followed by those for the second equation, labeled with 2, and so on, if additional equations are included. In this example, there are only 2 equations. Next, the app provides convergence diagnostics for these posterior draws. Then it displays summary statistics for the covariance matrix of the stochastic errors, along with the corresponding convergence diagnostics. Note that due to identification restrictions in the multivariate Probit model, the diagonal elements of this covariance matrix are fixed at 1. Finally, you can download the posterior chains as a CSV file and export the graphs as PDF or .eps files. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.